again, my name is George Quinn. I'm the CEO and founder of WTMH Radio. We've been in existence about 4 years, and how we came into the business was we try to give people that try to get into mainstream radio an alternative avenue to actually being on air on mainstream format. So basically, if you can't get a job in the industry, we are your secondary source to creating your own show and putting yourself online and preparing yourself to be able to go in mainstream radio when the time is ready for you. The biggest challenge that we're seeing going from traditional radio to online radio is the ease of access of actually getting into the business. With mainstream radio, you have to go through the rigorous process of being vetted into the business. Either you have to go to a lot of schooling, or you either have to know somebody to get your foot in the door. To where internet radio, basically you just work on your format, what you really want to do as far as your show, and then you come down, you sit down with us, and if you're a good fit, then we start teaching you the ins and outs, and we put your show on air. One of the challenges that we found when we was just offering gospel music on Sundays on our hip hop station was a lot of people on the gospel side would not tune in because they would just view the hip hop station as just that. They didn't want to have to go through logging on and hearing some cursing or some profanity going on, or music that just wasn't appealing to them. So the biggest challenge was figuring out how do we service this audience, which is a growing audience and a very popular one at that. And the decision was that we had to separate the two and create another station, and that's exactly what we did. And we started WTMHGospelRadio.com, which is all gospel, all day, 24/7, 365. The service that we use to broadcast and stream our radio stations actually offers hourly, daily, and monthly statistics. So we know exactly who's listening, when they're listening, and actually where they're listening at. Because with internet radio, everything is tracked with the IP address. So it shows the IP address from where you're listening from. And if you're listening out of country, it actually shows the country flag that you're listening and the abbreviation for the country. So we get a very broad demographic outlook of exactly who's listening to us and where they're listening from and how many times they're listening. Our goal in the short term is to increase our listenership, keep on adding new DJs to the station so that they can, give everybody that's listening an all-around listening experience. And that would be our short-term goal. Our long-term goal is actually to crack the mainstream ceiling and actually be on the dial like your 107.5s and your 106.7s in the city of Columbus. Ohio Talent Seekers is a fresh new outlook on your traditional audition and competition series. We like what they're doing, and we are proud to be a sponsor